Welcome to the 20-gallon maternity ward, where young marma clones are born and raised up to be juveniles. This is actually day one, where Ebra has no babies under her tail, so I'm considering this day one for all the babies in the aquarium, and I'm going to film them throughout their growth cycle to allow you to watch and see how they develop. At last count, there were 50 babies, and I stopped then. There was more than 50 around, but that's all I could get, and I said, forget it, that's enough. Sometimes in other species, the babies will eat each other, and sometimes the mother will eat some of the babies, but that doesn't tend to happen among marma clones, the Procambus virginalis. They're all ladies. They're all from the same DNA. They all have the same original mother, and so I'm wondering if their triploidal DNA has given them a little bit more something inside that causes them to be less likely to cannibalize each other. The tank is definitely messy, but that is perfect for crayfish babies. Some people try to have very sterile environments, and what happens is the babies lack food and have stunted growth, never develop, or they will attack and eat each other, at least among other crayfish species. But I'm not going to try and change things here. So I have to keep the tank dirty so that way they can pick through the detritus, all the leftover food and everything that other small microorganisms are growing in, and they're eating those. So they're doing just fine. I do put down extra supplemental food that has a really good guaranteed nutrient balance, but they seem to be doing just fine as is. Before I even put down the first of the food, I started finding molt shells where they're obviously eating and growing. I'm going to be performing an experiment here soon. I noticed when I read about other people with marma clones, they feed them about every other day, and they have another clutch of eggs everywhere between 3 and 4 months. They will breed 3 to 4 times a year. Mine went from being egg-free to having another batch of eggs within 2 months, and those babies were hatched within 2.5 months. So things sped up, and I'm thinking it's because I was feeding the mother every day. So I now have to test that hypothesis. Are they going to breed faster when there's more food, or are they going to breed slower when there's less food? And if that's the case, will they self-regulate if accidentally released into the environment like which they're experiencing in Madagascar and Europe? Their triploidal DNA makes them adapt so well. It's almost as if it can fine-tune and select what genes to turn on and off. Even though they're all the same genetic material and DNA 100%, some will get big, some will stop growing and never have babies. Different sizes, some will be more blue shaded, others will be more marbled. So it's worth more study.